Good evening, my fellow citizens. Unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of
uncut gems are filling up player bases.
There are too many gems here!
Uncut gems broke my damn system.
Uncut gems everywhere.
What am I supposed to do with all these uncut gems?
They just kept piling up.
Holy Hydroneer, what in the gems is that?
Enough uncut gems.
To erase human civilization 1,000 times over.
This is a story of men, not of governments.
The 1.4 update will include this brand new compressor. It basically turns uncut gems, regular gems, or even compressed gems into these compressed gems. It's a really cool feature and it solves an issue that I like to call the Hydroneer Gem Crisis. Essentially what's happening is there's just too many uncut gems in player bases. It's starting to kind of lag up the game as well as just taking up way too much space. So to create a solution for this, I've added compressed gems. It's a really easy to use piece of equipment and that was kind of the key point of this. You don't need to sort the different gem types, so the sapphires, rubies, and emeralds. All of those can go into there and they will make their respective 3 types. So whenever you use the compressor, you get all 3 types of compressed gem at the end of it. These compressed gems are also used in the same process to make necklaces and rings, just instead of using the regular gem, using the compressed gem. I'm really happy with these compressed gems. It took myself and Chewy a lot of time just to go through different iterations of the design of these gems. We looked at how to represent a compressed gem best way, and it did take quite a few changes to actually get it right. But I think it looks cool. It uses obviously the same kind of material as the other gems, and there's a nice distinctive difference between both of them. Price wise, these go for a little bit more than the uncut gems and a little bit less than the regular gems, just to keep things balanced. But if you're crafting things like rings and necklaces, then the price will go up as you'd expect when crafting. I was also toying with the idea of possibly having like a powdered gem, so you'd have to put the gem through something like the shredder, and then that would get gem dust, and then you could combine gem dust and then put it into the compressor. But then I kind of realized that most people, what they'll do is have a shredder just right before the compressor, so I didn't really think that there was much of a point to this, since you'd only be in that kind of powdered state for like a tiny bit of time. So I kind of scrapped that idea and just went with something a little bit more simple. That's kind of what this thing's about. It's about simple and effective and fun to use. So this will be available in the 1.4 update, which is coming soon. It's a bit of a smaller update just because there's only a few things I want to put in there. And the next thing going into this update is mod support. And I did talk about it a little bit before in the previous video. And essentially what I'm working on right now is making the mods easier to download and to upload from players. Best way of doing this is using Steam Workshop. And I went into this completely blind. I didn't really know what I was doing. But after some research, I kind of figured it out. And it turns out uploading something to Steam Workshop is really not as easy as you would expect. You've essentially got to create a utility to upload things, instead of what you would think would just be uploading to the Steam store page. Like, it's silly. So I had to code in a uploader into the game, so then when you actually play the game, you can upload things straight through the game files and not just the website. It took a while. It's still not working. Something's broken, but anyway, it looks like this. It's pretty cool, to be fair. And to download mods, it's pretty easy. You just go to the Steam Workshop button and click that, and then you can go get redirected to the Steam Workshop. This is another thing coming in 1.4, so it won't be live right now as you're watching this, if you are watching this when the video comes out. So that's what I've been working on this week. I've got a couple more things next week that I'm going to be working on, and then I'll start looking at wrapping up the 1.4 update and getting that out for you. So hopefully, maybe, potentially, in the next video, I might have a release date for you guys. Maybe. So from myself and Reggie here, thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you all in the next episode.